Grinders, your boy Pokeringer back on the grind. Bankroll $1,619, guys. We are doing very well at the $10 tables. I'm not going to waste any time today. Let's just get back into it. Today is Friday. I happen to have the day off today. I have a lot of energy, so it should be a good session because I play too often when I'm tired, which puts me at a disadvantage. Oh, I am going to right now, guys. This jackpot's very high. I reached out to someone. I said, what's the best strategy? He says at least play once every 12 hours, just because if this goes off, I don't know, we get maybe $4 or $5 because some of the jackpot goes to us. Let's play 2 hands so I don't have to pick them. Waste a couple coins here, 14 coins. Oh, not 4. All right, we're doing 3 apparently. Didn't mean to, but maybe we get rich. But the strategy with that is every 12, if you play in 12 hours, if the jackpot goes off, then you get a chunk of it. But it's very, very small because it's like hundreds of thousands of people more than likely, right? I think I just call here. I don't think there's really a point of raising. If I raise them, what hands call us? Maybe a trip 6, but a lot of his trip 6s would have a full house, so just call it. So we got our money back, but now we've played within 12 hours. Or we get some of it back there, coins. So one guy says play 1 hand every 12 hours to at least get a chunk of it if it gets a little high, and then don't play until it's above 300,000, which is very rare. But he says if it gets to like 330,000, then you're plus EV no matter what. He showed some math. I forget his name on YouTube, but it's someone on YouTube. Right now, there's a streamer on YouTube, like OP Poker or something like that. They're kind of big. Jason from the comments, buddy of mine now, he reached out to me, said they're playing this morning. They're on Twitch right now recording. I think they're at the 10s or something, so it would be kind of cool if we bump into them. We lose an all-in on table 1 is always on the left, table 2 is on the right. I'll show you guys the graph. Right now, our EV, we're starting to run good. I didn't play the best yesterday, but we made money. I was super tired, so I didn't make a video. But today I'm feeling good. I'm going to check call table 1. I don't know what, if he missed a straight, he's going to bet. There we go. He missed his inside and a flush draw, and we got him to bet at it. We're going to label him aggressive. I'm not going to do this all the time, but I'm going to call him a $10 player. Check call, probably table 2 because he's labeled red, but 3s get there, the ace is there, but we take it down. I originally said I'm not going to move to the 25s until we have 75 buy-ins. I haven't fully decided if I put myself in a shit spot here. I'm going to call, but I didn't really, I should have just jammed him, but we're going to call. I hope I don't get 1,000 messages right now. I'm just going to jam ace queen because I think we can get some weaker aces to call. I could do a small 3-bet, but I don't. To $10, I kind of just jam them. I mix it up, but you guys will see me play the exact same hand in the exact same spot, different because I am not a robot. I don't know my charts, etc. One guy, JJ Poker, I think he wrote me an email. I haven't responded yet. Sorry, buddy, if you're listening. I'm a little nervous when it comes to stuff like that. He sent me an email with a whole bunch of stuff that I think that can help me on spin and goes. The problem is it wants me just to open up the email, it wants me to download stuff, and I'm a little nervous when it comes to, I've been hearing a lot of stuff on podcasts that poker players have been getting ripped off, and if I open something on my computer, people have access to my stuff. So you're probably a nice guy, probably trying to help me out, but I didn't open the email based on what it looked like. But I will respond to you, and I do appreciate people trying to help, especially he leans towards probably a great guy, but people that are shady definitely try to be a great guy to make it look like that anyways. We're going to catch an ace on table 2. I got that feeling. Ace ball, river? No. Does he ever check an ace? Does he check a flush? Good question. We're gonna jam him. Do we jam him, or do we just get a... Let's get some value. So he calls with an 8. Feels like an 8. 8-7, yeah. 8-7. I had the best workout of the early year so far. It's only 10 days in, but today I went hard, and some days you do better workouts than others just based on maybe how you slept, energy. Maybe just I knew I had the day off and you're a little happier, but it was a very good workout, so I'm pretty happy about that. Show you the graph real quick. The EVs catched up with the green line, or yellow and green line have ran together, so right now we're pretty close to running where we should be. Queen 7. This is why this guy's labeled red. So earlier I labeled this guy aggressive based on that one play, but really, he's not aggressive. He just took a line that his only way of taking down the pot was to stab at it earlier. And he hasn't been raising enough or anything to be considered aggressive. So I just changed my tag. Queen 3, 5 big blinds. Queen 3, 5, 5. Hiya! Can we get there? Wow, this guy never has a 5 on table 1. And when I say never, hardly ever, so I'm going to represent that we have him beat here. We might already been good there, but hopefully got him to lay down mid-pair. Guys, if you're not married, shut off your phone when you play, because this is fucking crazy. The amount of messages you can get during a grind. It's different when you're married or job, etc. Ace Queen for the win, table 2. And we take it down. Guys, we haven't had a 25. Oh, we're raising with Ace 9. Sometimes that happens. And now I'm actually gonna fold. It's a little nitty, but little nitty. Just how the hand played out. I min raised. I'm gonna call it Ace 8 now. Just how the hand played. Oh, come on. We chop it? We chop it. Yeah, so we haven't had anything bigger than a 10x still. To the point, I was going to do a video, just the $1 million is at the 25-cent spins right now. And I was going to just play a 1-hour session, like literally not caring about how we play, and just see how many games we can open up. And just rifle off like in 1 hour, like if I can get 9 or 12 tables going and just literally never see a flop, just do all in or folds. And if I lose like 20 bucks or something, like just our chance to try to make it rain. But I'm so superstitious in the sense of I really believe we're due for a big spin in the sense of a 25x, 100x, 240x, etc. That I don't want to fucking drop down to the 25 cents and get a 240x and win like 60 bucks or whatever the hell the math is. That shit will get me on tilt that I don't need. So if you saw the coins, we're close to 50 bucks so far in rake back. If I got to 5,000, whatever the hell we were at, it was close. I have obviously one gold chest, which is usually maybe 300 to 500 coins, depending on how good you do. So that put us to $50, and then this gray one, I'm hoping has a potential to be. It's a lot of points to unlock. So hopefully, I think I did the math. If you guys remember, it was like 470 games, or it's over $4,000 in buy-ins at the 10s to unlock it. King High's not bad here. I'm gonna call. There we go. So he will be labeled aggressive at the 10s. Apparently this guy's at the 1s. I probably meant to do that. I'd love to run into these OG guys, whatever the OP poker, whatever the hell it is, because they're streaming right now. I think that's the $10. You bastards. Is that one of the payouts? Or maybe I'm thinking of the 25s. Isn't it crazy when I play all these people? And then anyways, let's pay attention here, I guess. 2 overcards and an inside. I definitely could have called there. He bet over pot, but I'm gonna jam with the 6s. Is this guy left? He's gonna give us his $10 because I'm down. We will take it, sir. Okay, this game's almost over. So let's get some volume in for you guys, and let's get a big spin. It's gotta happen eventually, right? Got to happen. He's gonna fold his 0.333 big blinds here. Got that feeling. He's got 10 chips left, and I think he's gonna fold. Oh, he's sitting out. He's giving it to us. He could be a fan of the show, and he's supporting the show. Let's go with that. We thank you for the support, sir. For you coffee lovers, my favorite coffee in the whole wide world happens to be a 2-minute walk from my house. And I'm having one right now, and it gives me pure happiness. It is such a good coffee. I work on the road most days, so I don't get to have it too often during the week, but when I do, it's nice. Okay, looks like we're gonna, scary turn, yep, scary turn in river. I was about to say we're about to be heads up on table 1, but that's how that went. So I'm pretty happy how the year's gone so far, poker-wise. We've only been 10 days in, we're up 600 bucks at the $10, which is obviously quick math. You got it, 60 buy-ins. We could obviously take a shot soon at the 25s. If I do move to the 25s, you guys, most of you would know, my HUD I have the low package HUD that it doesn't let me have stats or above 15, or actually it's above 20 or something. Anyways, I don't have the HUD for the 25s and 40s that you guys saw me play a huge sample on. I think to upgrade my HUD is like 50 or 60 bucks. That I would probably just upgrade my HUD to have the stats. But I gotta be honest, man, like if the skill level is such a big jump that to go there and have to battle so hard, not that I can't be a winning player there, I believe I can. It's just such more of a grind. Like here, like to be honest, like there's not too many times I'm stressing over what we're doing here. No one really puts you in too hard spots at the 10s. Like it's very rare. You go on. I went on a huge downswing, as you guys know, but I didn't feel like I was getting outplayed or. It's pretty straightforward poker for the level I'm at, I find. And then when second I move up in stakes, it's just like there is weak players at the 25s, but you do run into a lot more games. You just got to fight for it. So they take longer, take more brain power. You get more tired, all that kind of stuff. But obviously, if you hit some big spins and stuff like that, you can build an account. I'm going to raise with the nuts here, just based on all the draws. He's going to stay in. So let's just get him to call there. Don't do it to us again. There we go. So I don't mind playing the 10s if it's gonna go like this. Obviously, if PokerStars had a really good rake system, it'd be worth moving up and just chasing higher stakes for rake back. If I was a break-even player at the 25s, but a huge sample size and we were making thousands off rake, then it wouldn't be a question. But because rake's not really something you're going to make any money off in the long run, I could just stay at a stake and grind it out. It'd be a very long year, but next to no risk of really losing my bankroll if I stay $10 and under. I do, if I studied a bit more, which when I say more, I don't study at all. I do want to get into some, I haven't done too much research on some charts, but there is spots I don't know that I always say I'm going to look at, and then I never do. But if I took off 1 week and just studied for a week, I do think I'd be able to move up pretty quick. But okay, can we get the win on table 2? He doubles up. This guy could be a fun player in table 1 in this small blind there to my left. 10-9. I'm actually gonna let him have it. Guys, in the comments, man, do me a favor. If you're a fan of the channel, people keep asking me for money. If you go back to a couple videos, I get asked 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes more, people asking me for money. I'm letting you know right now, I'm not giving any of you guys any money. If anyone gets money, it's my son, it's myself, it's my family. I am not sponsored. I am not a wealthy man. I'm a grinder. I'm an average Joe like most of you. I am not in a position to start giving random people on YouTube money. Even if it's $1 here, $5 there, it is not something I'm willing to do. Not trying to be rude, but if I was a wealthy man and felt like I wanted to start giving back to the world, I would do that. This is a somewhat small way of me giving back right now. I'm doing free videos, showing you guys how I play, what I do. Some of you who don't know how to play, it's probably, a pretty good tool. Even if I'm playing wrong, it's still a way to learn. You learn what not to do. More messages on the phone. It's unbelievable how many videos, I've done videos now. I think it's just started my 3rd year in YouTube. And people comment from year 1 with me playing Zoom, and the type of questions they ask you are so baffling. They clearly don't watch any of your new content. They just watch your old stuff and make comments. And those who don't YouTube, you'd be amazed how many messages you can get in a day. And I couldn't imagine if I was a big YouTuber, like I'm peanuts compared to most people out there, so I couldn't imagine if you had like thousands of subscribers, or some people have millions of subscribers. Like, it must be just like 24/7 with messages. King 8, I'm gonna fold here. He's in a shoving range here. I could maybe limp fold. It's probably the better play at the higher stakes. If you don't limp enough, they kind of just punish you for it anyways, but I don't ever see him folding, but we're gonna call King 4 if it's just me and him. 9-6, that's the hand he waited for. Good job. Advice to you grinders that I do notice what I'm doing wrong in my poker right now. I touched on it at the start of the video. Playing tired, it is something I do because I'm trying to put in a sample size that, you know, trying to get the games in, but too many times I'm playing when I'm just absolutely should not be playing. I'm mentally not there. Like, I'm just not playing poker. I'm playing bingo almost, just waiting for a big hand, waiting for a big spin. And to be honest, man, I played last night at the end of my night, and if I would have got a big spin that I've been waiting for, there's a good chance I wasn't going to win that unless I got lucky. Like, maybe the adrenaline would wake me up, but just wasn't playing good poker. When you're just tired, your brain's just not into it, and it's hard to... You're better off just waiting to play another day. It's hard when you have multiple goals, so I'm getting up super early for the gym, working out 2 hours before I go to work, and then some days work, I actually do physical work that drains me. And then, you know, I come home, do the family thing. My son's an active boy, and I do a lot with him. And then sometimes when I should go to bed, I jump online for an hour, and it's very, very, very risky. So I highly recommend don't do what I do. If you are tired, if you're in a position to take a nap, and the funny thing is I'll get so tired, and yet I'm running four or six tables, which is just like fucking problem after problem. Like, bad enough that I'm playing, but then I gotta run so many tables. Just because I know I only have like a small window to play. But if I had to coach someone, I'd pick quality over quantity. I keep leaning towards quantity, trying to get so many games out, but your win rate just suffers so bad. Your EV, if that matters to you guys, to show people, my EV goes down. I do find a lot of times I break even, which isn't the worst, but it's not the way to do it. 10-6 suited, we're going to be about 45% here, so we're going to be behind, but I'm going to call 40%. We don't get there. So now I was at that bubble where if I double up, I'm kind of right back in it. If I double up at like two or one big blind, like, you got to double up so often that I don't mind taking a bit of a gamble there just to get back in the game. I'm gonna check raise this guy. So it's a bluff, obviously, but we can get there. The queen or jack, they wouldn't put us on. That board was all in my range more than his. He's leaning towards aggression, so. I don't think this guy's overly skilled, so I'm just gonna kind of stab at a lot of pots here. Don't think he's good enough to limp with a really strong hand, so if he called me there, I'm probably ahead. A lot of draws table 2, so I'm betting harder with the straight there. I double barrel table 2, bet over pot. Get away with it. Guys, sometimes when you're seeing in poker here, when someone does a strange bet, even though you have nothing, sometimes slow it down if you haven't seen it too often, and just think, like, just make a note, like, what was he doing that with? Like, what could he be doing that with? Sometimes people fold way too fast, even just to get a read on me. Like, okay, like, what's this guy representing? What's he trying to pull? And then try to see if he does it to someone else and see what he did it with. Too many people like just look at their hand and they don't try to think what people are doing. So he's going to be pretty strong here a lot of times, so I'm going to raise him and try to get it all in here. I know we block, but this board he's going to hit a lot, so there's the flush draw. There we go, guys. So we doubled up there. Type of board, I think you're losing just by calling there. Are we going to lose all our flips in the multipliers today? I think we're safe to steal this one. 4 to steal 2 sounds crazy, but if you feel like there's 0 to no risk, that jack's a very good card. Table 1, even better now. See if we can get a high card to call us. If he raises us really hard, we'll call, but there will be sometimes 4 of a kind. Here it is. I can't raise him here ever. We'll just call. There's the 4 of a kind. That's when people just punt. They raise there for no reason. A 7's not going to raise you there, so you might as well. And if, let's say he had nothing, you can't call your all in. So you're better off just hoping to double up when you're short stacked. And if we win this hand, we're right back in it. Okay, now we just took the chip lead by saving ourselves a few chips there. I'm so short stacked, I didn't even know that. This is sometimes when you're talking and not paying attention. As much as I love doing videos for you guys, it doesn't always bring out my best play, I'll tell you that. It might sound like an excuse, but one more thing you gotta think about besides poker is obviously talking, right? Now, sometimes it makes me get into a deeper thought because I'm breaking down a hand, which is a positive, but it's not. There's some pros and cons to it for sure. Try to get some value out of a queen. I don't think he's the type of player who'll check a 5, so if he raises us, I will call. He hasn't been crafty enough to show all of a sudden down short stack to be creative. That's why when I base my decisions on, if you haven't really shown after, you know, so many hands, then I'm not going to give you credit for something. Okay, we got open end here, so we're going to call. Okay guys, ace is in my range the most. I'm going to try to steal this by an all in here. Okay, it didn't work out for us. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. He had the ace, so we were in the small blind, so it made more sense for us to have it there and not to bluff out. I'm actually surprised on that board he called with one pair, to be honest. Maybe because I bet over pot, but he didn't even think about it. Not all your bluffs or moves are going to work out. When they do, you look like a genius. When they don't, you look like an asshole. Shit happens. Can't be afraid of trying things though. If we all played the same way, it wouldn't be that fun. Ace-7 for the win, table 1. Guys, today is Friday, as I said. We're going to get a big spin by this weekend. I'm telling you. We can't be putting out this much of a sample and never get a big spin. It's going to happen. Alright, we got 5x and a 3x. That's not bad. If we had this for our 2 all the time, we'd be a very successful spin and go player. Four on that board, we'll call you. A little strange. Ace of diamonds, he might put me all in here. This is very strange. I'm still gonna not buying what this guy's selling, but I should have bought it. Look at this on that flop though, so I was right. I'm gonna label him a donkey who happened to get lucky there on the turn. I put him more in a flush draw when he did it again on the turn, like a baby flush that he's trying to represent high cards while having a flush. Once again, guys, one of these days I'm going to label one of you guys a donkey. Nothing personal. And it's not even a bad thing. If you are a good player and label you a donkey, then people will see that and money will come your way. So don't get mad at me. Here, I put myself in another shit spot. 2 overcards still and the flush draw. I am going to call. We don't get there, but Jack 8 or a club, whatever that is, like 9, 12, 15 outs or something. So 2 missed opportunities there. Well, it's not fully over in table 1. We have top pair right now to get back in it, but if it goes check, check, it's a lot of free cards. That 6 is not a good thing. Yeah. $2.5. Guys, we're going to rep that we checked this. King the whole way. Now we're raising them, and we take it down. We're getting another game here going. Then I'll go back to 2 games for you guys, but we have 2-2x's. It is a question I was getting for a while, guys. Like, people were saying, how do I get a 10x all the time and stuff? Some of it's luck factor, 100%, but be honest with yourself. Are you putting in the volume that a lot of players are putting? Like, this is a slow week for me. Hasn't been a weekend. We're 659 games on my computer. I've done comfortably over 50 now to 75 games on my phone. And I haven't been putting in the volume I used to. I used to put in, I didn't go to the gym at night or in the morning, so I was playing at night times 3 or 4 hours, sometimes 4 tabling. And a lot of nights I was playing 200 games or more in spins. You know, after 1 week, it was multiple weeks of 2,000 games in a week. So when someone's only posting their big spins, it looks like they're getting them all the time, but there's a lot of boring spots, man. You could play 500 to 1,000 games where you're lucky to see a 10x. time did I start this video? 35 minutes. Oh, it felt longer. So nothing's really happened. Just been one of those win one, lose one, win one, lose one. Nothing crazy, really. I'm gonna get this guy to go all in here with this guy sitting out. Didn't happen, but a lot of times they'll just jam crazy. I'm gonna check raise table 2 up there. This is more against us now. It doesn't make sense for him to bet there. That's just based on, you know, you guys a lot of times look at your cards, blockers, all this stuff. That's just me playing a scenario in my head of that situation that many times, what people usually do. I'm not going to be right, but in that spot, playing people at these stakes, if I do that play, I think I'm just basing it on that. I think overall I'll be a profitable player in that spot, but really that's when sometimes the cards or the charts, I'm just basing that based on feel of the game. So it's kind of hard to really explain why that makes sense to me, but based on how he played that hand, with how many times I've seen it, I felt like it was the right thing to do. That's where I'm getting some comments. People are telling me I'm playing hands wrong. Explain this. I'm going to play millions of hands wrong. And I'm not afraid of doing it. I'm not afraid of taking an aggressive line. I'm not afraid of trying new things. I've played games where you guys see me doing my standard raises right now. I'll play the odd session that I'm going to just totally change it. That I'll play one game that I only do 3x raising pre-flop. I've played a whole session for an hour that I limp no matter what. And you just try it. I find I hated it, but I tried it because I've played people that I find are tricky, and they're playing sometimes something so random that I'm like, you know what, that was really annoying to play against. So if something's usually annoying, it means if you do it, you're going to be annoying to other people. And then anyways, I've tried different things, and you find out what works for you, what's comfortable. Doesn't mean it's going to be the normal way to play, but look at a guy like Phil Hellmuth. He doesn't play like the new pros play, the GTO, all the studying. He sticks to his guns, but you know what? He picks the games that he thinks he can win. He's still a very successful player. He doesn't play the best people in the world, but he still plays some profitable games. Part of being a poker player is knowing what games that you can beat. That's why I just said if I stay at the 10s here, pretty confident we can, you know, each month our account will get higher and higher. I'll have some losing weeks for sure, but overall it'll be kind of like a slow mountain going up. It might not be the most money I can make in a year, but it wouldn't have too much risk in it. This guy's the double up king on table 1 up here. Ace Jack, 15 big blinds, small in the small blind. We're just gonna jam here. We're gonna win a flip. 10, drop a 10, 9, Jack or an ace. We get none of them. Nada. Yeah, so if you see someone asking money in the comments, do it for me. Respond for them and say, yo, Winger doesn't give money. We've tried. It's like getting blood from a rock. It's not going to happen. I got asked by someone if I have a Discord. Guys, I probably could figure out how to do that, but I'm not too tech savvy, as you can tell by the quality of my videos. I don't even edit out when you guys see my program. I don't have like intro or things coming across the screen. I think all that's amazing, but the little time I have, I grind. I don't put time in learning how to do a lot of this stuff. If I was making money off YouTube and poker was my my career and how I make my money, I'd put a lot more time and energy into learning how to do it professionally, but I have enough views that keeps me happy, worth doing. People ask about going on Twitch. The main reason why I don't go on Twitch is right now this is free. You guys don't have to watch. You choose to watch, no problem. If people were subscribing and paying me $5 a month and whatever percent you get, I'd feel a lot of pressure that I have to put out content and consistent, because I'd feel bad that people are paying, and I just would feel pressure that I have to do videos. And most of you guys know, a lot of times when I play spin and goes, I'm gonna raise them here, see what happens. When I play spins, most times I play for 20 minutes, a half hour, and then I jump off, and then I do a couple things around the house, and then I jump back on. We're losing every all-in, man. So if I had a stream, I'd want to do long sessions, and my current lifestyle, I don't do long sessions, so I wouldn't be the best streamer. I'd be like, pop on for an hour, you guys would get comfortable, and then I'd leave, and then pop back on 3 hours later, and wouldn't really be good. And to be honest, to go on Twitch to have 20 people watching you, and then I have to worry about, I don't know, even just having clothes on. A lot of times I'm just chilling, shirt off, relaxing. Pretty comfortable. We lose another all into that guy. That guy should buy a lottery ticket because he's having a good day. One time, give us a big spin, you bastards. It's gotta happen. It's depressing watching. We come look over here. Someone's playing for something. Look at this guy, 50 for 12. And have we played any of them? Look, we've played this guy. You bastard, and this guy. Screw you both. It's gonna be our day one time, guys. You're gonna see my name on this. It's gonna be glorious. What did I just give up? Ace-6 on the button. Good times. All because I just wanted to see. I could have called a Jack-9 there, but we'll just jam with Queen-9. Big slick. Finally win an all-in on table deuce. What are we at right now? It doesn't feel like a good session. Oh my gosh, we're down like 6. Well, this one, and I don't know what we're down, 6 buy-ins or something. 3 of it would be right here. This is going to be 25. 3 of it. If we win both these, we'd probably be even for the day, right around there. Maybe down 1. I don't think there's a point of betting. We'll call him, let him stab at this. Told ya! Sometimes you gotta give people a chance to hang themselves. He didn't bet his 8 on the turn, which an 8 would bet because the hearts. Is he really going to bet that hard with a 4 or 2 on the river? Didn't really make sense to me. Sometimes they will play a hand like that because everyone plays different. That's the beauty part. But it didn't really make sense. It's a very good turn card. Don't know how much value we're going to get, so I'm just going to min raise him. I think he's going to snap fold, to be honest. There you go. I told you, man, you guys, that tournament poker and GG poker, that promotion they have every single Sunday, $150 buy-in, a leaderboard though. I don't care about the 250,000 guaranteed every Sunday. I'm sure if you look on PokerStars or Party Poker or any site, you can find juicy buy-ins. But the fact that they're going to give you at the end of the year a sponsorship up to $500,000 American if you're top of that leaderboard by playing every Sunday. I can't play Sundays and I don't play tournaments. God, I wish I was 20 years old just at that chance when I was a single cat grinding, because that's a fucking crazy opportunity, man. And if you run hot to get a bankroll those first 6 Sundays or something like that, the winners, they chopped it for the first Sunday last Sunday. They chopped it and it was like $32,000 each for $150 buy-in. Like, that's fucking pretty solid. And then cool thing about that site, if you care to listen, you can buy anyone. You know, some players play on like Stake Kings or something like that. You can buy packages. Well, this, you don't need, those people don't even have to sign up for it. I think it's on the website, and on the poker. Anyone who's playing in the tournament, you can buy a piece of them no matter what, as far as I know. Oh no, they have to sell it. They sell it, but you can. It shows you without looking it up through another site, all their tournaments, all their stats, all their profit. So the one guy that won it, 4 people spent $40 on him, and they got $8,000 each for staking them or buying into them, or however you want to word it. It's a pretty cool thing, but unfortunately I won't play in one of them. And I've never once played in the Sunday Million. I've never played in the Sunday Storm. I've missed every big tournament out there, which is kind of bullshit, because I am a solid tournament player. You can short scope me. I've made money in tournaments, but they just take too long for my lifestyle right now. My son is 7. When he is 17 or 18 and he doesn't want to chill with his old man, maybe we'll get back in tournaments. But for now, when my son's home and he wants to hang out, that's what I'm going to be doing. Tonight we're having a sleepover, watching movies. When I say sleepover, he already lives with me, but I mean we're having like a slumber party. So I'm looking forward to that. Dad life. Do we ever represent the 10 here? Just try to steal it? Yes, we do. So as you can see, I haven't played my best poker right now. For some reason, our last 2 videos when I'm talking and rambling on, I'm not really fully engaged. And we're more or less a break even. I'm down a few buy-ins, but if we win 1 or 2 here, so it kind of just shows you that $10 aren't super hard. The 40s, I did find soft and overall, but you do run into a lot harder players. No, if you notice, we've only been 3-bet I think once here, and they don't, like, you haven't even seen me do it. And if I have, it's only been a few times. Like, it's just a different style from the higher spins. And no one's been limping. There's no min raises. Can we chop it? Table 1? We'll take that. What time is it? 49 minutes. I was thinking of doing a 2-hour video for you guys because I have the day off, and everyone complains I don't do long enough videos, which is crazy. It shows you your average view time. I think people watch for like 15 minutes or something, but then all I get is that I don't do long enough videos. And then I've seen like YouTube strategies from like fitness people, and there's like a 15 to 17 minute window if you want to get successful at YouTube, you only do videos that are like, I don't know, under 20 minutes. But yet, if I ever do a 5-minute video, the first comment every time is like 2 longer videos. So maybe poker's just a different market than most YouTube channels out there. You know, we'll probably do an hour because it's the weekend. I'm probably going to pump I might do a video each day this weekend. It's supposed to be a snowstorm, big storm in Canada here in Toronto area. So if that's the case, I'll probably be playing more poker than than we have been on weekends. So based on the volume, I'm hoping that means we'll get some spins worth talking about. I was going to maybe go back to doing a ladder video. You guys seem to really like that. I haven't done it because I've been playing just the 10s. But, and I told you I'm a little nervous moving down in stakes of getting a big spin. But I can't really control those things, and the ladders are ridiculously fun. One of my goals is, and obviously to reach that goal you have to play it, but I do want to have one video of running the table. I want to play the 25s, 1, 2, 5, 10, 25s, 50s, 100s, and then if we were up a lot from the buy-ins, like if some multipliers, then maybe I'd play with the really big boys. But if you're up $400 or $500, to give it back in the last 2 games is not really the funnest, but it'd be a fucking fun video if we ran the table. Would be fun. But I just feel like if I click that 25 cents, we're getting a 100x. And what is that, like $25? I'll fucking shoot myself. King 2 suited. He's already, I think we're jamming here. I'm more or less going to play the hand heads up because he's down to 3 big blinds. So King 2 suited versus him 10 big blinds. I think I'm fine to shove there. Pocket 5s for the win on table 2 versus Jack 4 suited. And we take it down. So with these 2 wins here, if we pull this off, should be close to almost even for the session. Let's just try to show you guys one table at a time. When you've been going in a lot, and then you just all of a sudden limp in, you're going to get raised a lot. So sometimes you kind of screw yourself. You don't have too much hands you can limp with because they're just going to jam over top of you. But it's a good spot to trap. They're not always going to jam, but I'm going to check top pair here, be a little sneaky. Checking top pair, fucked with that guy's emotions, and he stabbed himself. Okay, so we're back to 619. We're probably going to do 1 or 2 last spins here. What do we got? 54 minutes. Maybe it's our last spin of the day, especially when it's a huge one. Here it is. Whopping 3x. Because it's a 3x, we'll end the day with 2 tables for you guys. See if we can stay north of 1600. All right, I'll take that for ending the video. We're playing this person on 2 tables. I'm going to check raise her on table 1. She's going to bet there, and we're going to punish her for that. Told ya. when you call a play and it turns out, fuck, it feels good. Sometimes you're gonna look like an idiot, but man, it feels good. When you play live poker at the casino and you're playing 1-2 and you want to start getting credit at a table, you start calling people's hands. The amount of bluffing you get out of that after is fucking remarkable. And some of the hands are so obvious, and you just call them out loud before they turn it over, and the whole table looks at you. And then after that, you just bluff for the next hour. It's you feel like a fucking boss. When you play live poker, man, you're playing whatever it is, 9 to 10 people. You're on where I live, and low limits, you're only ever playing, very rare you're playing 2 people know what they're doing. And you just look around and you see who's watching people during hands. You look at their bet sizing, their hand selection. After literally 15-20 minutes, most tables, it is very rare you're going to be playing 2 or 3 players that you have to worry about. The problem is it's just so fucking slow. You only get 20 hands, 25 hands an hour if you're lucky. Now, I did hear in Australia they now have turbo cash games. It's a really cool idea. You get a 20-second clock, even for 1-2. So you buy in for $200. You get a 20-second clock, and then when your time's up, you can, if you want to, you can pay $5 for an extra 30 seconds. That $5 goes straight to the house. The house makes more money. Now, poker players say that's bullshit, but you got to think about it. The only way they make money is taking rake from each pot. If everyone's taking 2 or 3 minutes, they don't get many hands per hour, they're losing money. So they're charging you for slowing down their game, slowing down how many hands they get. To me, it makes sense. And if you can really fuck with someone, if you're playing a big pot for like $200 and you want to take a 30-second and pay for it, and then you jam river, like that's gonna fuck with some people. I'm just gonna check call table 2 here for the 5x. You son of a bitch gets runner. Anyways, I thought that was pretty cool, and I'd really love if casinos made poker a lot faster somehow. Like, that's one way of doing it. But I'd be all about them if they started making games faster. Then I'd want to go back and play a few sessions. For me, though, it's the travel time, the waiting list. Yeah, if you spend a half hour, 40 minutes driving there each way, and a waiting list, you could be 2 hours before you played one hand. You guys see how much games I just played in 1 hour. It's really hard to compete with that. The advantage is it's just really soft play. Some people want to interact and get out of the house. I don't really care for any of that, but I could see why some people would. I go to the gym. I don't even like talking to people at the gym. I'm starting to run into too many people I know drive me up the fucking wall. I just want to work out. You would think being a YouTuber or someone who talks this much likes to socialize, but I'm actually a really big introvert, and I don't like doing too many things out of my comfort zone. Don't like big groups. I say no to a lot of things. I just kind of do my own thing with my family. We're gonna call. If he checks table, I think I'm just gonna jam him here. Might be a punt, but yeah, it looks like it is. 9-5 gets there. All right, we're gonna concentrate on this one, see if we can end with a win. Show you how many games we've played today, and it's only been on this session because I haven't played. 22 games. It says we're running above, which I don't know how that's possible, but I haven't paid full attention, but I thought we were running bad, but I guess not so far, but it's so small. I'd imagine by the end of the day we'll have 100 games done. 1 hour. I'm gonna check call. Could even check raise, but he might have some 4s, some 2s. We're gonna float here with king high. I'm gonna check because he does have 2s. Give him a chance to stab at it too if he doesn't. But I don't want to bet and get jammed. We'll let him try to bluff at it or call. There we go. I'm surprised he bet that. Let's label this person aggressive. I don't even know. Was it really aggressive betting the 7 on the... The thing is this though. If you're betting a 7, what are you hoping to call? Literally ace high would be the only hand. Would I play pocket 5s, pocket 6s like that? Would I play any other 7 like that with a weaker kicker? Don't think so. Can we hold? A lot of cards to beat. You bastards. We lose another all-in. Let's take a stab at our no diamond hand. Represent that ace that we raised. Are we ever going to unlock this chest, man? Taking forever. I really wish PokerStars had happy hour and double points. Like, it's already so shit, Rake. Like, at least make us feel for an hour we're getting better, Rake. Or even the odd spin and go, they just like splash money down. Oh, I guess that's kind of what a big spin is, I guess. So maybe that's kind of pointless, but all I'm saying is we want more rewards. And it fucking drives me nuts when they don't have enough challenges. Like the daily challenges, they're so shit right now. I thought to start the new year they would have like a crazy promotion, but I was wrong. Alright, we lose our last 2. We're ending the bankroll at $1,599 with 99 cents. Smash the like button, guys, and I'll see you on the next day. Good luck on your grinds. Peace out.